want us to see what lessons we can pick from the book of Luke, chapter 10, verse 38 to 42. And scripture tells us, as Jesus and his disciples were on their way, he came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her home to him. She had a sister called Mary, who sat at the Lord's feet, listening to what he said. But Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. She came to him and asked, "Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do the work by myself? Tell her to help me." 41. "Martha, Martha," the Lord answered, "you are worried and upset about many things, but only one thing is needed. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her." We are talking about how busy times have caused us to be. And what I want us to draw as we get into this is to ask ourselves the question, are we becoming too busy to sit at the feet of Jesus? So we are meeting Martha, preparing to serve Jesus through some acts, hopefully in the kitchen or whatever it were, to make Jesus' visit more comforting for him. And then, of course, the sister Mary, and we shall be seeing this, was also serving Christ by giving an ear of some sort. We are often caught up in very busy schedules. But as followers of Christ, how do we go about this? It is not that it is wrong to be busy. It is not that activity, just like Mother had, is bad. No. The discussion basically should be between a choice of something that is good and something that is better. And so we want to look at Martha as an example of how we can get distracted with everyday's activities and business. And so, as we have read from Scripture, we have had Jesus visit Martha and Mary. And Jesus is no ordinary visitor. These are special guests to have back then and even now into our lives. And so Martha is faced with the dilemma of, I have these guests under my roof. I have Jesus under my roof. What do I do? Won't I do something to serve him, to entertain him, and to entertain his other guests? And so Martha chooses to be hospitable. Martha is doing a good thing. Many times we get blinded by the acts of service that sometimes we think is only what is expected of us, and we forget how important it is to spend time with our Master, with God. We get so upset when we see that others are not doing these acts like we are, and we even choose to injure them. And I think Mother basically was injuring Mary by telling it unto Jesus. Why don't you call her aside and talk to her? But she probably felt, what I'm doing is so important. What my sister is doing is so worthless. I have to tell it to Jesus. And in such a way that he will rebuke my sister. Mother basically overestimated the importance of works or what she was doing. We have many things that can distract us and keep us so busy. So busy so that in addition to not having time for family, so busy looking for money that our kids no longer know us, no longer have time with us, so busy so that we can go for long without making time for our closest friends? So busy that we fail to make time for Christ? What distractions could this be that we have? So what about Mary? And what are we saying we can pick from her? Of course, as opposed to what we are seeing with the sister. Now, notice, these two ladies get the same visitor. For the one, she gets distracted by the preparations that needed to be done. For the other one, she sees this as an opportunity to sit at the feet of the master and be taught. So Mary is not distracted with the list of the many things that are there to be done. She is not. So while Martha is serving out of anxiety, out of fear, out of worry of what will people say, Mary is concerned with what does Jesus have to say about my life, about how I can become better lover of him. So Mary is not concerned as Martha is with the outward picture and what people will have to say. She is concerned with her inner growth, her spiritual growth, her relationship with Jesus. And this is what we need to pick. This is what we need. That we sit at the feet of Jesus, that we listen to his teachings, that we put inside of us what he expects that we have as our way of life in our relationship with him. Yes, we are busy. We have so many distractors, but we must be able to think of how we can make time to sit at the feet of Jesus, how we can do the most important thing,